am the Oracle Apollo. Come share your light with me. These messages I follow, restoring balance unto thee. Do not be afraid, you're a part of saving grace. Do not hesitate, let's reignite your faith. Divine encounters are alive. Divine encounters, our lives designed. I am the Oracle Apollo.
Thank you for joining me, the Oracle of Apollo, your Aquarius-bearing host. And I'm sad to say goodbye, Aquarius season, because tomorrow is Pisces season. So happy birthday, Piscearians out there. And thank you for joining me here on Divine Encounters. Dominique Rivera is my name, and this water blessing is my game. And you guys know every week I ask you, make sure you bring your water and have your high-quality H2O, because this is not a passive viewing experience, but an interactive energy-shifting experience here. So before we even get started, to you, prosperity, wealth, and abundance. Salud. And boy, do I have an amazing story for you guys today. But first, make sure that you guys are liking and subscribing here at Divine Encounters at E360 TV. And turn the little bell on. You'll get notified. I broadcast live every Sunday and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you just can't get enough of me, I know, go ahead and join my free meetup group at meetup.com/Awakened Philadelphia. I tend to have my appearances on there, as well as any group events that you guys can participate in, and free meditations as well. And if you want to win a channeled angel blessing, which we will always have a winner at the end of Wednesday night show, just share this feed and then comment that you've shared it in the comment section below. Share it 3 times or to tag 3 people. And of course, today I do have a winner, but make sure that you stay tuned to the end to see if it's you. Okay, and that was an activation that we will be going shortly over in just a moment. All right, guys. So I have a great supernatural story time. I have one of those, what we call it, like a happenstance kind of story happening here, with some ups and downs and twists and turns. And I can't wait for you guys to hear all about this. And we're going to go ahead now and bring our guest of the night, Luke, on board. And are you guys ready at home to make the impossible possible? Hey, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. This is an honor.
Oh, thank you for being here, Luke. So just let people at home know, I don't know, how did I find you? How did you get here? Who are you? Who is the man with the great hair?
Thank you. Well, my name is Luke. I'm 29 years old. I live in Philadelphia. And you and I met. We were both henna tattoo artists on the boardwalk. And we didn't work at the same store, but somehow we worked like some mornings together, but I was always drawn to you and like just your presence. We would always have like a jam session in the morning, come over and do a little dance together and like start our day. And then we stayed friends throughout, but I have to say, every time since then, I felt like super, I don't know the word, perturbed or like bothered by something, and I was like having a really stressful week. You would always, without doubt, end up in my DM saying, "Hi, I have a message for you. Something's been telling me to reach out." I'm like, "How do you do this?" It's so cool, and like I feel like you and I are just on a wavelength that cannot be denied.
Oh, awesome. And thank
Yeah.
you for sharing that with me. That's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
And thank you guys who are just tuning in. Let me know that you're here. Throw us some hearts and some candles there in the comment section below. Let's give Luke a nice divine encounters hello. Okay. So now there's some things I got to tell you. Okay. And I was like, so we of course come on in the green room a few minutes before camera starts. And that's just to get all the framing and everything right. And you said to me that I look nice today. And I said, thank you, but don't talk to me about the way I look. And I said, I would tell you in a few minutes. Okay, and here's why. So first of all, let me just say, I did not dress myself today. I did not dress myself today. And this is what happened. So your friend came to me and picked my outfit out today. I want you to know this. And I did my makeup different. Okay, the lips were the most important thing. The lips. Forget the eyes. It was all about the lips. I have overlined lips, something I never ever do. I have big, big juicy lips today. And I have a dove or a bird. I don't know if this is a dove or it could be a tattoo canary, but it was like symbolic. And he made me put on this necklace. I wasn't going to wear it. And this is an anchor. The symbol is an anchor. And he said that the anchor for him, it was like the connection or the bond, like he was your anchor or like your rock. And then I felt like you would just know that the anchor was special to you, and that when you would doodle anchors and these tattoo birds, that was actually him letting you know that he was around you. And I needed to tell you that when you're doodling this or the bird, that's him.
I could cry right now because his nickname was Eagle Eye because he had really good vision. And he could see really far because like I couldn't see at night driving, and he would tell me what street signs are coming up. And I think he told you to put like the wings and stuff to show that he's here. And I'm like freaking out right now.
I had to wait. And he came yesterday and he was like, Oracle, he asked me, you asked him to tell me that to give you a message. I was minding my business and that's what happened, right? You told him, please tell her to give me a message from you. And he told me yesterday. This was yesterday, and I was just like, okay.
Oh my God. That is trippy. I could cry right now, but I'm gonna.
Well, what happened? When did you talk to him?
It was yesterday, and I was like, I haven't heard from you in a while, but I think this is I'm going on a show to talk about our experience tomorrow, and the world's gonna know the message you gave me, and we haven't spoken in a while because he comes to me in my dreams.
Right, and it feels like we were, okay, and when I got dressed today, let me tell you, I have never been so excited to interview a guest because I felt like it was a reconnection, like we were just hanging out. I felt not like a date, but like, oh my God, like we were hanging out and I was so happy to see you. And then right before we got on camera, he showed me roses, which usually means to me like a birthday or an anniversary of some kind or a celebration, but it was just like a lot of roses that I got, but it could just be love. But that's what I got as soon as I turned on the camera.
Well, I did get that really big executive job yesterday.
Oh, the congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. So, wow.
That's just him validating that he's with you still, even though you haven't heard from him. And the reconnection is just, that's what this is. It's just, you needed to know that he is still with you and present. And so I wanted to deliver that message with you.
Thank you so much. Wow.
That's why I was like, don't ask me. I was like, don't ask me about the way I look.
It's
because
really
this
gift.
anchor was everything today. It was like, I was going to wear crystal. And I was like, no, the anchor, because the doodles. And I was just like, okay.
Yeah. And the anchor is important too. He was always bigger than me, like taller and really nicely built. And he wouldn't let anyone mess with me. Like if anyone said any type of slick towards me, he would be like, yo, what? And like, wow. He's here. That's awesome. I got the chills, full body chills right now.
That's just the validation that when you feel the chills, that his spirit is next to you and present with you.
I'm feeling it.
Well, wow, that's a way to start the show. So much for talking
powerful.
About Luke.
Yeah. Right.
All right, so that leads me into our good news today. I don't know what's even better than this, but for everybody else, the collective, what's good? All right, coming into the good news, we have here the Star Ancestors cards, hidden secrets, lost wisdom, and look a little deeper. And I want you guys to notice that this is the Angel Raphael card, blessing everyone with enlightenment. So if you're seeing this card and you wish to have enlightenment, the angels do want to work with you, and you just need to give them your permission by claiming that in the comment section below. Today's message: the ancestors knew much more than we do about our connection with the stars. Their pyramids, temples, and other places of worship, created in precise alignment with the stars, and they exist in all corners of the world. What if the ancient wisdom is available for you to uncover now? You're being called to think and listen with your ancient heart and soul, to tap into that part of you that remembers and knows. All ancient secrets are whispered forever in your ears. All mystic knowing blooms in your heart. All potent power pumps through your veins. You're being invited to step into your ancient knowingness, to be held by the rememberings of the star ancestors, and to look a little deeper. If you're feeling stuck, you're being called to do something different, to change your point of view. Creativity happens when we put together two things that don't belong, when we do the unexpected. So often a creative solution is right in front of us, but because we think the same thoughts and act the same way, we miss what is open. You are here to remember and uncover ancient secrets and transmissions, technology and wisdom that are so needed on the planet right now. So to unlock your soul's memories of a time when we lived in the harmony on Earth and one day will again. Okay, and that's the good news for today. Yes, let's take that off of here. And there is going to be an activation here, a starseed activation. Luke, do you get anything from this? Does this message stir anything inside of you?
Well, first of all, Raphael is my confirmation name. And
Ooh,
yeah.
that gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, and when you said Saint Raphael, I was like, of course. Like, I wasn't even surprised. And that was my grandfather's name. I picked it because of him. And Saint Raphael was blind, and so was my grandfather. So I think that was pretty cool. Also, starseed is something that a friend of mine that I just recently met came over and told me all about them and everything, like, and it's just so wild, but I shouldn't be surprised because it's you. But like, it's wild.
Weird shit happens when I'm around.
Yeah, leave me alone. Yeah, that is wild. So I'm just taking it all in, and the more you focus that you have the universe on your side, the more it becomes like a superpower, and you can actively use it. And it's like you can tie things into other things, and it's just too much to be a coincidence to the point where you just kind of laugh at it because no one will believe you if you tell them. So you're just like, I see you. I see you working.
Exactly. It just becomes like an inside joke.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah.
Yes. So here we have an activation for everybody at home. And what did you feel about today's message? And feel free to do this activation with us to assist you in this transition from Aquarius season into Pisces season. And here's the activation. You're just going to place your hand on your heart, close your eyes for just a minute, and you're going to repeat, I'm ready to remember ancient mysteries and secrets from deep within. And just take a nice breath and hold that intention inside of you. And just let whatever comes in, a picture, a sound, a memory, a word, and just let that come in. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to the here and the now. And then let me know what your word was. And for me, my word, I'm going to actually write it down. My word was wisdom. And I'm writing it down because I have my intention pen that we just saw the commercial for. These are the special Oracle of Apollo intention pens. There's only 12. We have 10 left for sale. They are literally made by hand, and you guys will get your intention placed into the wood by the Reiki practitioner who makes them. Then they get shipped to me, which I would then bless, and then I ship them to you. And if you want one of my coveted last 8 pens for manifestation, please let me know in the comment section below or email me at 8360tv.com, Divine Encounters. Yes. Okay, Mr. Luke, how are you feeling about that activation?
It is giving me more, it's solidifying why I'm supposed to be here. And yeah, that's what I got from that. Yeah.
I love it. So you are here because you, sir, have had a divine experience that you wanted to share with the human beings that are here today. And and the cool thing is, I did hear a little bit about this story, but then I said, no, 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 no. I don't want to hear. I want to have a natural reaction to it. So I'm going to let you go from the beginning, and let's see where we go from here. Yeah.
Okay. Put your seatbelts on, y'all, because this is wild. So, okay, from the beginning, I had this very, very best friend. His name was Kenny. And so Luke and Kenny, when you see them, when you invite one of them to the party, you're not inviting just one. You're inviting Luke and Kenny. We were a package deal. You couldn't find us alone. When we woke up in the morning, it was just the first thought in our head, yo, Kenny, you up? And he's like, yeah, let's go. And we would pick each other up and like just go out around the day. We even shared money to the point where like whatever we made during the week, we would put in my center console of my car. And if I needed a sandwich, I would take money out. Like we were like married without being married. And I'm gay, but he's straight. So like there was nothing ever there, but like it was just a bond that can't be broken. And then he started getting into extracurricular drug use, and I kind of distanced myself, and I was really upset. And my therapist told me at one point in my life that there's something called a twin flame, and your twin flame is your opposite soul that helps you from the other side. So, but me and Kenny were so close, she said that might be your twin flame inside, like on the living world. So I said, she's like, but it might not be him because two twin flames cannot be alive at the same time. So one has to be on the other side and one has to be on the living, and they help each other on the other, like interdimensionally. So, but Kenny eventually passed away. So it kind of solidified like, she said one of you would have to die for it to be a twin flame, and he actually did. So, but before that, he went away to go get help, and I didn't talk to him for 5 years. And then he actually came and surprised me at the tattoo parlor we worked at. And he just came out of nowhere. I could have sworn I would have never seen him again, but he came back, and instantly I remembered his phone number because we were so close. And I texted him. I said, was that real or was that a dream? And he goes, no, it's real. I'm back and I'm ready to be best friends with you again. And no time passed between those 5 years, and we instantly became best friends again. So, but I was around like 24 then. And that's when I had my first realization that, oh my God, we're not young anymore. We're all going to die. I had that existential moment of dread, and I freaked out. I'm talking like hyperventilating, crying, and like screaming, and like they had to calm me down, and he was there for that. So, and after that, that was during like we were smoking some weed. Am I allowed to say that on here?
That's fine. This is live. I can't cut that off anyways.
Right, yeah, sorry. So after that, I stopped smoking. I was so afraid to feel that feeling ever again, and I was just freaked out. I had to go to therapy for it. I had a crippling fear of death, and I couldn't even get through a day without having an anxiety attack about that. Wow. So after, so actually the worst part was I was on a road trip around the United States. My friend called me and said, yo, what do you think about a road trip? Where you got to be? And I'm like, I don't got to be anywhere. My summer job just ended. I had a bunch of money. She's like, yo, I just found an RV on the side of the road and bought it. Want to go? And I was like, bet, let's go. We made it all the way through to New Mexico. And we were across the world. We were making money doing henna on the road. And that's how we made our money. And then I got the call that Kenny passed away. And he overdosed. And we had no idea he was still doing it. He would tell us, he was like, we were at a bar together, and he would like say he's going home, but he wasn't really going home. Like if I knew he was doing that, I would have set him straight. And so instead of making the full trip of the road trip, I had to fly home. And by the grace of God, I made it, because I was a wreck the entire time. I had to take 3 buses to a freaking McDonald's in the middle of the desert, because that's the only Greyhound stop. And then that Greyhound was another 2-hour drive to an airport that I had to wait 6 hours to get on that plane, to do a layover, wait another 2 hours, and then finally get home. And then the funeral was that night. I could not miss it. And that was my first very close person funeral that I experienced. They had to drag me in by my damn arms because I could not go in. It was my other half. I wasn't alive anymore. Like, I couldn't live fully. So that was dreadful. Anyway, so that leads us to the first dream. Now, they say your loved ones that passed away come to you in a dream that in a familiar setting because they don't want you to wake up because they have something to tell you. And if they show up in a place where you would not normally see them, then you could shock yourself awake and they don't want to wake you up. So Kenny presented me in a dream to a dream where we were in a big house party, like big house banger. And because me and him would go to all the parties. And you know, in a movie where like the crowd splits and you see like the person of interest at the end and like, yeah. And I was like, and I ran up to him and hugged him. And you can feel a person's dead person. That sounds bad, dead person. But you can feel your friend's spirit in a dream because you know it's real instead of just a dream because you can feel it. It's like hard. And I felt him and bawled my eyes out. And I was like, it's really you. And he goes, I know. Calm down. He didn't want me to wake up. So I'm like, what are you doing here? And he goes, and he looks behind him. Pay attention to this. He looks behind him and there's a woman in the corner with a clipboard like this. And she's looking over at him and she's like, and I see her and he looks back at me. He goes, I can't tell you much more. I can't tell you anything. Just know everything's going to be okay. You're all right. It's fine.
Mm-hmm,
and I said, I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. He goes, just know, hear these words. You're going to be okay. And then he's like, let's just go hang out. And we went to the back table, played some drinking games and had a blast and just caught up. And I woke up face soaked with tears. I was crying in my sleep. And I was like, whoa, that was extraordinary. So fast forward like 2 months, I was at a house party in real life, not in dream world. And I was out back smoking a cigarette. And these two people, I had no idea who they are, completely unrelated. They were outside smoking a cigarette as well. And the man starts talking to the girl and he goes, oh, Ian came to me in my dream last night. And she goes, oh, that must have been a really nice gift for you. So I started listening in because I had a recent experience. And he goes, yeah, it was really weird. He was like trying to tell me something, but some lady with like a clipboard kept stopping him. And I was like, and I'm like scooching in closer. I'm like, hi guys, I'm sorry to eavesdrop, but like, I just had that same experience with the lady with the clipboard. He's like, what? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, we kept talking about, we were like geeking out, and we came to a conclusion that it's some type of spirit guide that does not allow people to come in and like mess up the balance between the living and the dead. That you're not allowed to say too much or you get in trouble.
Okay.
And
let me give you something about that clipboard lady. I've seen this clipboard lady. She's a thing. My mom saw her not that long ago with my aunt who just passed. And this is what I've learned about her. They're actually going through a process. There's like when you go in the army, there's like a process you have to do, like fill out paperwork and do this and that and the third. So it was like they're going through a beginning process, like an intake. It's an intake is what it is.
That's the feeling I got from it. Like it's kind of like a probationary, like she's allowed, you can go back and see some people, but like you're on strict watch. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It had that kind of feeling for it. And I tell this story to whoever I feel is open to it. And this is actually a new update in the story, which I love. But I was telling this story to a friend of mine, and he said, that is wild that you mentioned that because my uncle just passed away, and his daughter is autistic, barely verbal, and had a dream about him. And all she said for an entire day was clipboard lady. And I was like, whoa, confirmed, right? So that was wild. And so there's more and more confirmation that it's happening. And I don't know if it's actually like a person that with a clipboard. It's like, this is I think that's our mind's way of making sense of it. So like it has like if it came in its real form of like this big glowing, I don't know what the afterworld looks like, but whatever it really looks like, I don't think our brains can comprehend it. So I think that's just our personification of what we were seeing.
Yeah.
So then and I think maybe about fast forward another year maybe or a couple of months, and I have another dream of Kenny. So
Okay, let's
this
pause the
one-
second dream of Kenny.
yeah.
We're going to pause the second dream of Kenny, guys. We're going to amp up the energy here with a divine experience. So you guys know we do this every Wednesday to uplift your energies to get you through the rest of the week. So we're going to go ahead. And first, though, we'd like to ask everybody to just take a really honest look within themselves. And from 1 to 10, where are you at energetically in this moment today? 1 being this is the least amount of energy I could possibly hold. 10 being this is the most amount of energy I could hold. Where are you guys today? Go ahead and take a second and then put it in the comment section below. So I'm at a 9.6. I don't know about you, Luke. Where are you at right now?
I'm at like a 8.5 or 9 because I woke up really late today and I could have got a more of a head start today. So, but other than that, right now I'm vibing heavy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. We have Rochelle at a 5, Lazan at a 7 today. I think Lazan changed their profile picture. And we have Betsy. Hi, Betsy, at an 8. And we have Jessica at a 9. Hello, everybody. All right, so we're going to do a divine experience. And if you're holding me in your phone right now, go ahead and just put it down for a second. We're going to play this song. I'm going to call in the team. And when we come right back, we're going to do 1 minute of energy work. Let's go. Set an intention. Okay, the team is here. Everybody just close your eyes. Take a beautiful breath in. 60 seconds on the clock exactly. We're going to breathe in naturally, and as we inhale, beautiful golden light is coming into our body. It's coming into our cellular memory. It's coming into our muscles, tendons, everything. And is on the exhale, release what no longer serves you. Labels don't matter. Stories don't matter. Next breath in, breathing beautiful golden light into your heart space. And on the next exhale, releasing grief and things that no longer serve you. Next inhale in, breathing into the third eye, beautiful golden light. And on the exhale, releasing what no longer serves you. Breath in again, full expansion. Feel that gold light surrounding you. You're breathing in gold light surrounding you, going down into the ground now. All this energy to be recycled, to be transmuted, to be grounded. Send everything down, 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 deep into Mother Earth through the many miles. And then on the next exhale, just release and bring your right and your left palm together in front of your heart space. And we bow. Namaste. And gently open your eyes and come back into your body right now. If you have water, this is the time to drink it. And of course, do not stand. You may be lightheaded. So please, the vehicle may still be in motion, and keep arms and legs inside the vehicle while it's still in motion. And go ahead in the comment section below. Where are you at now? Energetically from 1 to 10, 10 being the most, 1 being the least. Did you feel hot? Did you feel cold? Did you feel pressure, tingling, colors, memories, scents, anything? Put that in the comment section below now. How about you, Luke? What are you feeling?
That was very relaxing because I tend to be tense, and I've been working on keeping a conscious effort to try to talk to myself. And that was a nice little exercise for me to get back grounded and in the moment.
Yes, centered and grounded. I love it.
Yeah.
April felt a hug, and she also feels relaxed. April was at a 7, but she jumped up 2 points, is now at a 9.
Let's go, April.
Yeah, and then we have Rochelle. She jumped a lot of points. She went from a 5 to an 8. And Lazan went from, happy and peaceful, Rochelle Hall. Nice. So we had a lot of calm energy, which is good because Aries is in transit. So there's a lot of, we have Lazan jumping up to a 9. And then Jessica felt like someone touched my hair. So I feel like since we started this program talking about departed loved ones, that's most likely a departed loved one or an angel. She feels emotions, and she's up to a 10. Awesome, guys. Thank you for sharing that. Fantastic. So now we're going to get right back into Luke's story on his dream that happened 1 year later.
Yes. Okay, so this is where it gets crazy. And buckle up a second seatbelt for this one. So, picture this big train station, but not like a subway, but it has like stores in it, or like a terminal kind of, where like you can have like magazine stores, like a little restaurant or whatever. And it was very big. And all out of the train comes Kenny, and he walks out. And of course, I'm thrilled to see him. I run up, hug him, and he's like, "I have no time." Grabs my arm and rushes me to a restaurant. And he's like, "So how's your mom?" And I'm like, "Good." He was like, "My mom just told me that she hugged him in a dream." And he goes, "Yeah, I just hugged her. I just met with her the other day." And he's like, "How's my family?" And I said, "They're good. I keep in touch with them. Everything's good." But the whole time he's going like this. And he's like looking around, and I'm like, kind of like, "Hello, this is our time. Like, why are you not?" Ugh. So he goes, "Oh man, screw it." And he runs me to a magazine store. And we're between magazine racks like this, and he crushes me down like that. And he was like, "Listen to me, and listen to me right." And I was like, "Dude, what's the matter?" He goes, "You have to call Meg and ask her about the white shirt." And
Who's Meg? His
hate,
sister?
No, it's a mortal enemy of mine, and I hate Meg. And she was a friend of mine who overstayed her welcome at my house twice. She calls me and says, "Hey, I'm in Philadelphia. I need to stay at your house for the week." Totally like eats my food. Ugh. And like, she was just a bother. And I said, I'm not friends with her anymore. I actually, to the point where her and her luggage were outside on my sidewalk, and I said, "Find your own way home to Arizona."
And he's asking you to reach out to someone you don't even want to even know this exists.
Yes, but she was in our friends group back in the day.
Okay.
So I was like, "Why Meg?" And he goes, "Listen to me." And he was serious, and his face starts sinking in, and his teeth start falling out.
Ooh.
And I was like, "Oh my God." He goes, "Call Meg tomorrow and ask her about the white shirt." And I'm like, "Oh, fuck, I hate Meg." And he goes, "I have to go." And he takes me back to his train, and he goes, "Listen to me, Luke. I love you. Everything you're worried about, there's no worry needed. You are okay, and everything will always be okay." And I was bawling my eyes out. I'm about to cry right now. And he backs up into the train, and his face fills back out, and his teeth come back, and he gets like nice and muscular again. And he's like, "I love you." And then the doors close, and he goes, the train goes away. So dramatic, I know, but I'm a drama queen, so my dreams translate as well. So now I wake up completely just freaked out, and like it's 1 p.m. the next day. I'm pacing around this very living room, and I'm like, shit, I have to call freaking Meg right now. And I'm like so nervous, and I finally like muster up the courage. Of course, I call her, and I'm like, "Hi, Meg." And she's like, "Hi." Like, very condescending, very like, "Called to apologize, Luke." And it was like very like that. And I'm like, "Hi, Meg." And she's like, "How's the family?" And I'm like, "Fine. How's yours?" And she's like, "They're fine. What do you want?" And I'm like, now I'm like totally put off. I don't even want to ask the question because it's probably going to sound stupid, because it was just a stupid dream, and now I didn't have to call her in the first place, right? So I'm like, I had a dream last night, and Kenny came to me in a dream and told me to call you about the white shirt. It probably doesn't mean anything. Let's speed this up a bit, shall we? So she's like, she starts bawling her eyes out. And I'm like, what? And she goes, "Luke." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "I went to go see a psychic last night. And the psychic said to me," meaning her, she said, "You have a past departed loved one." And she goes, "A few." And she goes, "Well, this one is very tall and handsome, and very has like a darker olive skin complexion, and he's just looking at me right now. And she goes, yeah, that sounds like Kenny. And she goes, well, he's looking at me, giving me a crazy face like he doesn't believe I can see him right now. She goes, yeah, that sounds like Kenny. He was a skeptic. And she was like, but he's going to be really surprised to find out that I can see him right now. I can see he's wearing a white shirt. And then I start bawling because it clicks. Kenny was making his rounds to his friends and trying to corroborate the story with each other so that we had proof that he was seeing us, that we were seeing each other, or we were seeing him, the real him.
Right.
And it was, oh my God, it was a feeling that could never, ever, ever be described. It was like, I'm going to try to describe it, but the whole feeling of dread and like existential, like, oh my God, we're all going to die one day. You can't escape it. I'm going to be so scared, to nothing. Right. There is an afterlife. And then I'm like talking to her. I'm like, afterlife confirmed, dude. And she's like, dude, afterlife confirmed, bro. And I'm like, how else do you explain that? We haven't talked for years before that. And he said, I need you to call her. And I couldn't, I'm just, so I'm now, since then, I'm actually best friends with Meg, and we talk every day now. But as a friend, it was a way to like get us together. It was a way to strengthen a bond.
Reconciliation.
Yeah, reconciliation. There was
Makes sense.
And to this day, I have never ever feared death ever again. I take it with stride.
Because that was his lesson. It wasn't your lesson. And you need
Right.
to understand that he takes responsibility for the way he departed. Also, I see him with a woman and they're holding hands. It feels, I don't know if this is grandmother, mom, or aunt, but this is like, I feel him to let you know that they're together and they're holding hands. Who is the woman?
My grandmom just died.
I'm sorry to hear that. But they are there together, just letting you know. Yes, and that's the tether. Mm-hmm.
I was.
What does the number 7 represent for you?
It's my favorite number.
Okay, because that's the number I keep getting is the number 7, and now there's 7 people watching us too, so I'm bringing that up. And then I'm also seeing The Grinch That Stole Christmas, like the Christmas movie.
Okay. I mean, I love that movie. I could.
So these are 2 of your favorite things.
Yes, but the grandmom thing. Can we go back to that?
Right.
That blows my mind because
But you see how when we're talking about grandmom, she has to what does grandmom like? Oh, I know all your favorite things. I know that you like this food. I know that you like this. So I feel like it's showing me like the number and the movie.
To validate.
That this is her.
Yeah. And wow.
I'm just messing with you all over this place in this episode.
Girl, you are taking me for a whirlwind. Now, side story. Long Island Medium. I loved her, but I have a theory that she has like a 2-year waiting list. And I had a theory that, she would go, she had a team that went on people's Facebooks and Instagrams and found out things about their past to make it look like that. I've never posted about my grandma because it was the year I took a year off of social media, and I never ever posted about her. And she's on my screen right now. Look, wait, I don't know if you can see it. Oh wait. Oh shoot, did I just ruin it?
No, you're good.
Wait, so like that's a picture of her, and like with just glasses on, chilling, and like. It's all tying in. I'm freaking out right now.
Oh man. Well, with that being said, okay. And I feel like that's really what you need to hear right now. Not hear, but you need to know because that's why they were coming through today.
Wow. I can't thank you enough for that.
You're so welcome. And you didn't have to wait 2 years for me.
Yeah. I know. You're always there for me.
Oh, friend. Thank you. I'm going to leave you with that. Okay, let's get into the Apollo games. Okay, Now that I just stirred everything up here, let's just completely pretend like it didn't happen and keep moving because we have a schedule, apparently. Okay, so this is where you guys go ahead and use your psychic abilities and intuitive abilities to predict what the outcome is. So I'm going to play a clip, Luke, and you're going to guess the answer. And then if you win, and if you guys win at home, you're going to get from me a social distancing high five from the Oracle of Apollo. That's a big deal. I know I'm not Teresa Caputo yet. Can we just put the yet in there? Hello,
Right.
big networks. I'm right here waiting for you. All right, so let's see. Here we go.
Which path do I take? Left, right.
Okay, which path do I take? You guys have until the end of this music, left or right. Okay, Luke, you are the person of the hour, so you have to be the one to jump.
Okay, so just from that clip, I have to guess which
Yep.
way you're about to walk.
Left or yes, you do. Left or right?
I'll say left.
Okay, we're going with left. Erica says Ariela and I both say right. And then Miss April here also says left. Okay, thanks, guys. Let's see here what is happening. And then Lazon also says right. Okay, let's see what do we have? What do we have?
Which path do I take? Left, right. Did you predict it correctly? Follow for more development.
We did it! Fantastic.
That was good.
Yeah, look at that. I think you had spirits helping you out today, so I don't know. That might be cheating a little bit.
All right. Yeah, I do have a couple people on my team right now.
That's true. Luke, it was such a pleasure having you on today. You guys stay tuned. We're about to go into the midweek collective energy check-in. You want to let people know where they can reach you, so if they need to or if you have something that they want.
All right. Well, absolutely is my name right there. So it's just spelled absolutely with a K because my name's Luke. See what I did there? That's why they keep me around. And I am an artist. I draw portraits for people, commissioned portraits, all custom work. And I sing, I dance, I'm a rapper, and
you were a backup dancer for somebody really
I was
important.
a backup dancer for T-Pain back in the day.
So
And
he's legit, guys.
yeah, I got it pretty much going on. I mean, this ain't the time to be humble. I'm talking myself up and I'm selling myself. I'm pretty legit. So, yeah, come to my page, check me out. I got a lot of cool things going on, a jack of all trades, and I'll be happy to welcome you into my life.
All right. Thank you, Luke. I'm going to pop you in the back. We're going to bring you back right after this midweek collective energy check-in for Divine Encounters final thoughts.
All right.
Okay, guys, this is the time of the night where we're going to go ahead now and do the midweek collective energy check-in. And this is basically the collective reading for everybody that is here. And if you join me on Sunday nights, you'll know that I do your horoscopes for all signs, blessings, and predictions on Sunday nights. So let's go ahead now and get into what else is happening this week. I don't know. I'm psychic, but I still don't know.
There is a button. It's a very sexy button. It says subscribe on it. I wish I could click on it, but YouTube won't let me.
All right, coming into this midweek collective energy check-in. Let's see where we are coming from, rather. Let's go here and do a double camera. Okay, so we're starting off with Lumeria, creating heaven on earth. It's happening. So you guys are taking your active role. You're in the front seat of your life right now with this Lumeria card. It's basically stating you're doing it. You're in a point where you're manifesting, you're trying to bring something to you. You guys are actively doing it. And even if you don't think you're doing it, you recognizing or being aware of certain thoughts, certain patterns, certain numbers, certain feelings, or even interactions with certain people and synchronicities is a sign that you're actively doing it. If things have been quiet, don't worry. Just allow yourself to be temperate and to keep moving forward in hope and in faith. So let's see what we have for the current energy. Ooh. The value of theory, truth, conspiracy. It is the number 6 energy here. And for me, when I see the number 6 energy, to me, this is like there's a change in the air. So there's some things that may have been eluding you that are no longer eluding you now. So I feel like something's coming up to the forefront to make you have like that aha moment, open your eyes. There's like a new understanding here. And if this is like, okay, maybe it's time for me to change my thoughts and shift my pattern so that I can manifest this situation, circumstance, or person into my life, then so be it. But this is what is there. This is the energy that is there right now. Let's see what's coming into the near future. Don't let pride get in your way, full moon in Leo. You know, sometimes we can muddle up energy channels and then things don't quite manifest for us. And then we kind of go, oh my goodness, what did I do wrong? Those things are not manifesting. And sometimes even excitement, being overly excited for something to come into fruition, it muddles the channel up. So we have to be emotionally and lovingly and compassionately detached from things that we want outcomes for. So it's kind of like, okay, I can visualize my outcome, but then I surrender that to the universe. I surrender that so that they can take it away, and then I continue living in the present. Because when we get excited, we start to think of all the possibilities. And although dreaming is definitely needed in this life, that is where our creativity and our expansion come from. You can't stay there, because then it starts to create some kind of like anxiety around your life. And then all these expectations come up, and you start to attribute it how things should look, how things should happen, and all these shoulds and should nots kind of evolve from that. So let's see here. We're coming into your animal. Ooh, I like this. So just to point out, we had the Moon in Leo card, which is the lion. And check this out. We have tiger for our animal this week. Accepting your magnificence. Okay, so with this, I want to say is see your own worth. See your own value. You are capable, you have more than enough, and you already have inside you what is required to attain what it is you desire. Wow, where did that even come from? What you are seeking is seeking you. Just remember that. So like this tiger energy, she has all those 4 paws right there grounded on the floor. Grounded is the key word here. And in this groundedness, in that present beingness, she can feel Mother Nature's heartbeat. She can feel the earth's heart rhythm. And this is her truth. So understand this. Listen, this heartbeat is just like your heartbeat. You and the earth have the same heartbeat. So listen to your truth and walk in knowing that this is meant for you. And just like Luke said, it's not a time to be humble. This is what this card is. It's not a time to have false modesty. This is a time to step into your lioness, your power, and prey upon the things that you want. And remember, when this tiger preys upon something, when it gets its meal, as my dog runs away, don't eat me, as it gets its meal, it's using all its force and focus at the same time. But remember that opportunities, the kairos, like I said in ancient Greek, the kairos is that opportunity, so you can only pounce once. Remember that. You can only pounce once. Otherwise, the deer or the antelope or the zebra that she's trying to catch is going to see her and is going to run away. So make sure you know when to leap. What do your ancestors have to say this week? Hold space. Exactly about knowing when to leap. He has this light with him. He's kind of like an older gentleman, so you know he's not moving quite as fast. And although you have the tenacity of a tigress or the majesty of a lion, things are not moving at the speed that you want. Not cheetah speed, but that's okay because he's still moving. You know why? And just like I opened today, I opened with the word wisdom I had wrote on my paper earlier today when we opened. So this is kind of like knowing where to step, knowing how long to travel, knowing how much time and energy to invest, but then the tenacity is still here, okay? Let's see what we have now for the blessings for the rest of the week for you all. We are being blessed with Angel Raphael again, and we open with the enlightenment blessing, but now he's blessing us with illuminations, pretty similar to the enlightenment blessing. So things are coming to be clear, the path is shining, roadways and things are opening. So maybe, and just like you see with this older gentleman, he has that staff with that light on it leading the way, all right? So there are things here that are opening for you, and unity being blessed by Angel Ariel. And unity is all about the collective energy, people coming into place to help you, maybe even a new understanding understanding or perspective, but there's a unity inside of you. This duality doesn't seem so separate anymore. And if you want these blessings, go ahead and claim them in the comment section below, because the angels definitely want to serve and help you, but they can't do that unless they have your permission. And that is the midweek collective energy check-in. So feel free to message me or comment right there in the section below if you have any comments or thoughts about it. And I hope that it serves you all. And today I actually have a winner for Divine Encounters message, and I wanted to do something a little different because Spirit has been jumping all over my house and my brain and in my body, and I'm just like, okay, we're going to change it up today. So we're going to be bringing Luke right back on here. And Luke, if you have any final thoughts on that, I would definitely love to hear them.
That just blew my mind yet again. The cards that you pulled are absolutely, oh my God. So first of all, my quote, my motto to live by is greatness comes from knowing when to use it. And you're saying know when to pounce. Like, I can't just always show my greatness. First of all, that sets the bar too high, and you can't like supersede that. But like, if you do it too much, it's expected and it gets boring. But if you don't do it enough, then you won't get noticed. And it's like knowing when to pounce. And I think that's awesome. Also, the Druid card, he's holding a light in a forest, and the name Luke Bosco. Luke means bringer of light, and Bosco in Italian means forest. And so my name means bringer of light into the forest. And like the Cancer Leo moon, I'm a Cancer, and that's ruled by the moon. And Leo, I'm a Leo cusp. And you pull the friggin' lion on a moon.
What is this hoodoo voodoo sorcery stuff?
Yeah, get away, witch.
Thank you for that.
Incredible. Yeah.
How about you, April? And thank you for being here. You are
April.
this week's winner. We have Mr. Luke and April here. We're going to give her a message. But what did you think about the midweek collective energy check-in?
Oh, they were just for me. Like, everyone else can have them too, but they were for me. They were
Right.
directly for me.
They resonated
Like, Leo's
with
my
you?
husband, 6 is my number. That was for me.
Fantastic. He goes, I'll allow it.
We
Fun.
could share, I guess.
I
Yeah,
guess. Fantastic. So every week, everyone has a chance to come on and get an angel blessing. And last week, she shared Sunday night's broadcast. And so I invited her on here today because I wanted to give her a specific message. So let's see what we have for Miss April here. Yay,
Okay.
and congratulations. And if you want to win this, make sure you tag 3 friends or share to 3 people. And then, I don't know, maybe my crazy self will message you next week and tell you, hey, come on my show for a little bit. Got something to tell you. Let's give
excited.
them something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
I just dropped a whole bunch of cards here for you, and I'm assuming they're all for you. All right, let's see here. We have...
I don't doubt it. How I am
right.
today.
That's so great. So we have here the Hangman card, starting off with the crossroads, a decision being made. Things maybe not have been moving right now. This is a transition or a turning point right now. So when things are upside down, literally upside down, it's because we need to make up our minds to travel on a certain path, and we can't do that until a choice is made. So right here, you're at that turning point, and I feel like you're like, aha, okay, I'm getting it. And then we have, ooh, I like this card. Then we have the Star card, and this is the Aquarius card, you guys. This is the Star card, and this is all about potential. It says happiness, success, promising, beginnings, okay? I want to say beginnings because once you make your choice, it's taking you on a journey, all right? And then we have the Judgment card. Stop overthinking it with this card. I want to just be like, stop overthinking it. You're on your way. You just got to just let yourself feel it and not be so like, it has to happen this way, or I don't have this, or I don't have that, or who's going to watch
is
my
my life.
kid? But you're doing it. I want you to know you're currently doing it because you're putting wellness into the forefront right now. Awareness is key. So for me, this is you taking additional action to become more aware, more understanding, And I'm not just saying that because I know we have a class coming up, but this is the card that's coming up for you, and foundations is happening. Stability is happening. When I see foundations, that's again a beginning. So you're putting the work in, you're planting the seeds right now. And if you're not sure that you're doing it correctly, you are, because right here you have the code card, number 5, puzzles, coincidence, and synchronicities. And the only reason that these are going to happen for you, my beautiful friend, is if you're on the right path. And that's the message I have for you, is that you're on the right path. Keep doing what you're doing. It's going to take time, but you're on your way there.
Yay! That's the same exact thing that I was told at the beginning of the summer, or not the beginning of the summer. I guess it was the pandemic when we started our journey together. And that's exactly what I was told. So I'm wondering what the other crossroads is that they're trying to get me to pick.
I understand. But you're ready, you're there now. So this awareness is coming to you. And then you notice that for the collective reading, we had enlightenment and we had illumination. So it's kind of like, okay, we're at that little cusp. We're at that
And
cusp.
that old man.
And all things are going to be revealed right now, and it's time.
Yes.
I hope this served you today. Thank you for being here, and then congratulations on your message. Let's also give you your angel blessing before you head out.
I get an angel blessing.
You do. Angel Casiel is choosing you today, and she's blessing you with peace. And Angel Celestina is blessing you with friendship.
Oh.
Oh.
You got a
Those are
new
your
friend in me.
blessings.
Well, hey, Luke.
Hey.
I love it. And Luke,
Cassiel, by the way, is always my angel who's there.
yes.
Cassiel has been there
Awesome.
from day one.
Cool.
That's your angel, like Luke was Raphael.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. And Luke, I'm pulling one for you too, and you are actually getting Angel Daniel and blessing you with forgiveness.
Thanks, Daniel. I need it.
Fantastic. And thank you everybody for being here today. Make sure that you guys are tuning in to Divine Encounters. I am live streaming every Sunday and Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you have a supernatural experience that you want to share here on my show, please email me at divineencounters@e360tv.com so we can share your beautiful message with all of the people from the world. And by the world, I mean a very small world, because, you know, we haven't gone global yet, but we're getting there. All right, Luke, thank you so much for being here. And may you all go in love, light, and wisdom to know thyself, love thyself, and remember the divine always has your back.
Oh.
Ciao.
Divine